find this. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back. I'm back with another story of mine. 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 Dive into the story, shall we? Let's just dive into the story. You know, this one goes way back. Let's go way back in time when I was 5-year-old. I was just nearly 5 years old. 5-year-old Pratik, you know, good boy. He was a good lad. Is a good lad. Yeah, I'm still a good lad. Yeah. So around 2001, I was a kid basically, and my brother was a lab baby. So we went to Kaziranga. Have you guys ever been to Kaziranga? You know, you should go. You should explore Northeast. Northeast is not like what the people from North wale consider. कि हाँ भाई कहाँ से असम? अच्छा असम वही जगह है जो केरला में है. Kidding me? Anyways, so yeah, the story goes, we had a plan to go for Jeep Safari. So there are still only 2 shifts you go. One is in the morning and the other one is right after that. It's right after that in the afternoon, and I think there's a third. No, there's no third one. I don't think so. There's a third one. So you go. We went for the second one, the afternoon one, where you go in the afternoon and you return back by 4:35ish. I think they close the park. They close the national park by 5:30. Off limits for visitors. So yeah. So we went for the Jeep Safari, and we were going, and back then people were allowed to take their own cars, their own private cars. I don't know if it was only allowed for the 4x4 cars. I don't know. It was allowed. I think it was allowed for all the SUVs to go. So yeah, people took their cars. This is where the real problem was back in the day then. So now they have their own association. Now they have their own Jeep Safari association. So back then there was an association, but there were very less amount of Jeeps, so people had to take their own cars. But we luckily got a Jeep. We were the first ones. We were the first people to enter the national park. You go in a line. They take you in a line. It's like we were the first ones to go, so we had the forest guard with us. So we went, and then just as we were about to enter the proper forest area of the national park, driver suddenly stopped the car and he just turned off the engine. My dad's like, "What happened? Why did you turn off the engine?" And the driver's like, "Keep quiet and just look straight ahead." We saw this tiger cross the road, and the driver's like, "I haven't seen a tiger in the last 4 or 5 years." And he's like, "You guys are very lucky to see one." Yeah, lucky man. Anyways, so yeah, luck is something that I want to talk about so much. Like, I have my personal theory about luck. I'll probably make a video about it. Let's see. So yeah, so we went about the safari. We saw sambars, those are antelopes. We saw wild elephants. We saw migratory species of birds. We saw turtles. Yeah, we saw turtles. They take some baths. they're very cool actually. Yeah, we saw a lot of things. It was going very good. I was enjoying, as a 5-year-old, I was enjoying myself and going about everything. Then it was time to return back. I was like, okay, let's go. It was fun, it was good. Then we were returning back, and then suddenly we were stuck in a traffic jam. Can you imagine a traffic jam in a national park? We're stuck in a traffic jam. Why? Because there was this private car who was leading the pack now, because we were the first ones in, so we were the last guys to go out. Yeah, we were lucky. So we were going out, and then the car driver, it was like this. Do you understand? The road was like this. So we were the last car here, and the first car was around about here, and it stopped the car because there was a rhino who was separated from its herd.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
It's like it got separated from its herd, so it had to cross the road, and the road was covered by, guess what? Cars. Yeah. The driver was afraid. He wasn't experienced enough like the other Jeep drivers. See the problem that I was talking about. So he wasn't experienced enough, so he was afraid to move ahead. So forest guards, they decided to fire blank shots in the air. Yeah, that was the best idea. Yeah, couldn't have been better. So they shot in the air. Naturally, anyone would get scared if you know you're somewhere, and then a person comes and he's like, ah.
What a joker.
What will you do? Yeah, not being racist, but yeah, you'll fucking run. You'll fucking run. So it ran. This is where the story gets spicy. It ran, and rhinos don't stop once they gain momentum. So this is the line of cars, and this is the trajectory of the rhino. And guess what? It's meeting here, right where we are. And yeah, we were sitting there, and then the driver's like, Dada, gari ko thori log. I was like, what? And like he said that everyone brace for impact. The rhino is going to hit us. My mom's like, oh, what should we do? And then she pulled me close, and already my brother was in her arms, so she pulled me close and she held on to me very tightly. I still remember it was like, I don't know what's going on. It's like I can't assess the situation. I'm just a kid. I was like, what's going on? What's wrong? And then suddenly there's this huge impact. You know, everything was shifting. I was like, what's happening? And luckily we didn't roll over. The rhino hit our bonnet in the dead center. Like probably he was very good at maths. Nice joke. बहुत तारीफ किया तुम्हारे YouTube में. So yeah, it hit us right in the dead center, and the driver was so experienced. What he did was he put the handbrake pressed. He kept his leg on the brakes so that even if there is some traction, the car doesn't move. So it hit us, and then we shifted backward a bit. The engine was totally destroyed. Luckily my dad didn't get hurt. We didn't get hurt, but the driver got hurt a little bit, I think, on his knee. And then the rhino went about. He crossed the road and he went about his way. I bet he was tripping balls under that impact. Like it was some impact. I bet he was like, अच्छा लग रहा है. And then LOL went about his own. Whatever rhinos do, they shit a lot. That's how they get poached. They shit in the same place a lot, and they get poached because of that. Anyways, my mom was crying. I was like, how do I react? I didn't even understand what happened at that moment. Kya ho gaya? What's wrong? Why are you crying? I never seen my mom cry. And my brother is like, then yeah, I shouldn't laugh, but what can I do? Then my mom was crying, and people had to pick our Jeep and put it aside because it was totaled, it was finished. So we went on a different jeep with other people. Everyone was telling my mom to calm down, it's okay, it's fine. My mom was still crying, she was shocked. Obviously she'll be shocked, my father was shocked. But people, I think, wrote about us in the newspaper, in the local newspaper. Yeah, as a token of gratitude, I don't know what, as a token of, you know, just because we survived King Rhino attack. It was not even an attack, it was an accident, whatever. We survived that. We were given free elephant safari rides. You had to book for elephant rides beforehand, like a month before or a week before you had to book, and we didn't get the tickets for the thing, but we got free tickets. We went for the elephant safari the next morning. yeah, we went. Yeah, we're strong. We didn't care. We were getting free. भाई free है. Indian लोग free चीजें नहीं छोड़ते हैं.
Just kidding, bitch!
So we went. I still remember. It was very fun, but elephant safaris is something else. You guys should try. You should go to Kaziranga. You should try all this. Now, yeah, it's good. It's very good. You should go. You should go at least once. There are like four ranges, I think, 4 separate ranges. I've been to every single one of them. I've been there like 6-7 times. Like, I can't get enough. I love wildlife actually. I like to go out like this. I love trekking. Why am I telling all this? Anyways, yeah. So that's what happened, and it was something else. Then we saw the rhinos again from you see the rhinos like 5-6 feet away from you in the elephant safari, and it's unreal. It's like, and they're wild animals. It's something else. It's something to experience at least once in your life. So you should go there. Yeah. So this is my second story. I hope you guys were engaged enough to get to the end of the video and you liked it. Anyways, Porcupine Chama out. Ciao.